Ready for this? 1, 2. Oh, that looks so good. The first and obviously main ingredient is your red salmon. It's not a lot of scrap, but that's all right. I scraped these off of some bones in a live stream. You should check those out sometime. There's no bloodlines in here, so this is not gonna have very fishy flavor. Extra liquid's fine, that's all gonna get absorbed. That just came out of the meat, no big deal. Next ingredient you're gonna need are breadcrumbs or a couple of really dry pieces of bread that you've toasted ever so slightly. These are gonna be good. You're also gonna need some bacon. The bacon I got was out of the deli counter. Don't get the packaged stuff. It's too much moisture. Thank me later. You're also gonna need garlic powder, some paprika, some black pepper, and a shot glass with just a little bit of MSG. You're also gonna need a little bit of shrink wrap or cling film, whatever the hell you call this stuff. I would mix in this, but I don't feel like it. Make sure this stuff's good. Next steps, you wanna use your bread. I'll probably eat one of these. Crumble it up as fine as you can get it. This was a frozen piece of bread that I just took out of the freezer and put it in the toaster on low and ran through about 3 or 4 times. It's all right. Most of it's pretty dry. There's some big clumps in there, but that's fine. Those get mixed in more and then break down when you introduce a little bit of moisture. Paprika, however much you feel is right, you know, whatever. Garlic, MSG. Almost missed it. Both pieces of bread. I'm gonna judge the seasoning in this by smell mostly. Get away, bee. Get away. Move. No. No, 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 no. No. Like, I'm not scared of bees, but I don't want to get stung. I know you smell the fish, bro. Stay away from me. This is partially why I wear a mask while I go fishing. Ooh. I forgot to add black pepper. Don't spill the pepper, stupid. Really? Stupid. I hate when I do stuff like that. Yeah, that's better. On to the back end. This is gonna blow away in the wind. So I'm gonna put a little bit of moisture on the table. You know, just like that. Spread it out. And we're gonna take shrink wrap out. I'm gonna do a couple layers of this if I have enough, hopefully. You see how it's just sticking to it? It's easy. Cut it. Next one. I'm doing 3 so that way the seam is kind of seamless. It's not gonna leak out of the middle. I'm gonna get a rough estimate as to how big my ball is gonna be. You know, how big my loaf's gonna be. 75% that size. And are we going heavy on the bacon? Absolutely. This is not as hard as it looks to do lattice work. Well, to do like lattice bacon. I like to fold the 2 back. I'll give myself a pretty good amount of room. Fold it over. Now this serves 2 purposes. 1, keeps all the moisture in the fish. 2, it makes it taste absolutely amazing, obviously. Unless you're a vegan. Now I respect vegans, but not that vegan teacher. Yeah, this is gonna be amazing. Leave me alone, bee. Obviously your lattice probably won't be perfect, because mine's not, but never expect it to be perfect. Just try to get it as best you can. All right. Now I'm gonna make it a little bit egg-shaped. I'm gonna place it on an angle, just a little bit. See? You want to fold it over. One corner, next corner, side. Obviously, it's not gonna be perfect. You know, it's whatever. But this is the bottom. Don't worry about that. I wrap it in the cling film and push slightly. Fold those in, push a little bit more. Roll it back. And that's the side you're obviously gonna have face up. Now you're gonna let this sit in your fridge overnight, and we're gonna come back tomorrow and we're gonna see the next step. And then we come back the next day, it's extremely bright outside. Our loaf is set, nicely firmed up. And it's time to get on with it. I've already taken the liberty of boiling my other two ingredients, my potatoes and corn, just until they're fully cooked. I've also got the smoker going. Take that off so we can see what we're doing. And now there's gonna be a lot of fat dripping off of this. Take out some tin foil. Put that in the very bottom. Potatoes. We'll put these down here. Try to be quick with folding the sides up so you don't suffocate yourself like I am. Oh man. Now the tin foil, jeez. The tin foil is in here so that way it catches all the drippings. And these potatoes are already fully cooked, but they're gonna absorb all that nice bacon grease and salmon fat and everything else. Put our grate on top. That we're going to unroll our loaf delicately. You'll notice that one side looks, next to perfect. The other side looks like a mess. That side's gonna go down, but it's holding together. That's the whole thing. Set it right on top of the potatoes. Make sure the tin foil is completely surrounded the outside of it, just like that. You're gonna take your corn. Try and fit it in there however you can. All right, now we're just gonna let that sit there for quite a while and let it cook. One brief disclaimer though. Yes, I do have a temperature gauge on this, but I have basically no way of controlling temperature. So, that's wonderful. Okay, I came back about 45 minutes later. The smoke kind of stopped billowing out, but that's okay. I know it's not done yet. I checked the fire, that's still going. Okay, it's getting there. Everything's looking good. Stuff's starting to render out. Good, good, good. Now the temp right now, you saw, was about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. As you can see it again. I'm taking this off because I know it's hot like that. Keep adding wood in there until you feel it's right. Because you still want that smoke going. Ow. That was dumb. And obviously this is not an exact science. I'm not a professional at this, but I've cooked plenty of food on this to know that this is gonna be good. All right, now that about 2 to 3 hours has passed, we're gonna be taking its temperature. As you can probably notice, I have taken its temperature before. The outside of the skin, the outside husk is dry and everything. I'm gonna use the same hole. Just take the corn out of here first. Corn with a K. Go with the grates. Turn. Really should be bringing the pan to the food, but that's okay. Holding together really nicely. Okay. We're gonna. Oh shit. We're gonna use this and toss it over there. You can see the liquid and the fat that's all down there. A lot of that absorbed into the potatoes too. So this is gonna be the hard one to get out. But I have a plan. Oh, that's hot. Oh, I did that barehanded. If I could really describe the smell to you, it's like that barbecue smell that reminds you of when you were a kid, pretty much. And it's always cool. We're gonna husk these when they cool off. We're gonna take a look at inside and plate everything. So give me a second. I'll let these all cool off for a little while. It's time to get the plating. First thing we're gonna do is start off with the corn. You can already see some of it starting to peel off. That's fine. Bring all that towards the middle. Get that down there. All right, everybody. Moment of truth. It feels good and it looks good. Get the hair off of there. The bacon's not perfectly crispy, but that's okay. Ready for this? 1, 2. Oh. Oh, that looks so good. The bread pieces are a little big, but that's okay. Nice slice off of here. Add some of that fat right back into it. Yeah, just a spoonful. Oh, I know that looks good. This one's gonna be mine, this chip plate. My little technique here. All right, let's have the girlfriend try it. How's it smell to you?
It smells good. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. It's a little dry, but that is like the perfect compliment for the salmon. Like there's just bacon.
Everything's good.
Oh yeah. I ain't tried the corn yet. I like big pieces like that. It's so nice. These are kind of the wrong type of potatoes for this, but whatever. Well, my girlfriend and I have definitely agreed this was, that was delicious. So if you, oh shit, oh bees, I hate fucking bees. So if everybody here wants to, see more recipes from me, I got a whole lot more coming. And if you want to make this yourself and try it, you can go right ahead. You also can see I didn't add really any salt to this at all. I don't salt my food a whole lot. I've learned my lesson in the past. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoys this and try it for themselves. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, blah, 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 all the self-promotional bullshit. Bye-bye.